What's up, everybody? Welcome to the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. Today is Women Rock Wednesday. On Wednesday, we celebrate the women. They run this thing today. Let me make sure. Oh, there we go. There we go. Let me go. They run this thing today. What's up, boy? You can't. Hey, I can't wait till you get on. What's up, Roberto? I see it's Women Rock Wednesday, but I got to say what's up to my dude now. Yeah, that's a little different when my dude come on now, y'all. I apologize, y'all. But I'm just going through sharing the show right now. Just give me a second. Let me just share the show with everybody. I like to, let me get on here. There we go. Oh, look at me. Look at me. Look at me. I'm sharing it. And what else I need to do? I need to share it. Did I share it with my friends, groups? Let me share it with the groups. Somebody just text me. Oh, I text myself. What the? What did I text myself? Oh, I got my watch on. It just came to my watch. Let me go over to YouTube. Let me get this thing cranked, because you already know something gonna happen with Facebook. So I mean, I'm not gonna worry about them right now. You know, it's going to happen with them. Well, I'm on YouTube. YouTube. Okay, go to YouTube. Today is Happy birthday, Taylor! What's up? Happy birthday. Hey, y'all. Hey, that's my niece right there. Excuse me. That's Dr. Taylor. Dr. Taylor to y'all. Happy birthday, Taylor. Wow. Girl, wow. I'm just sitting there laughing. Yeah, the Robert Hatter when the kid went off already. Let me share this thing a little bit. Just give me a second. Share it with Facebook. Okay, post it. Let's see, can I share it again? Then we gonna get into it now. So let me get cranked up now. I got a lot to talk about today. It's Taylor's birthday too. Taylor, she my woman that rocks today. You rock today, Taylor. Where was it? Did I share? Yeah, I shared it. Who else out there? Who else? I see you, fellas. I'm waiting on my women to pop up, but Taylor's only. I think Taylor and Rosie should be listening right now. So, but I'm gonna get to y'all just a second. It's just so many things that I have to do, and I can't do them until the show goes live. You follow me? So I'm just making sure I share everything. I liked and shared. Okay. All right. Some interesting topics to talk about today. I got some. I need y'all. Taylor, I wish you was. I know you probably busy, but I sure want to hear what you say on a couple of topics that I'd like to hear from the women. It's my good thing. You know, hearing from the women. Fellas, y'all all right with me. But sometimes, man, I'm watching y'all. Y'all get on this show and y'all just, I don't know, man. And maybe it's me, you know, other than Darrell Barnes. It just maybe it's me. But I want you to don't be afraid that your comment I might not. You know what? I might inside that I might agree with your comment. But I just want to make you see, you got to realize I'm not just talking to you, I'm talking to everybody. Ivan Pettit. When I see something up there, are they there? Okay. When I see something up on the screen, and Taylor, sometimes when I come on, you know, people think I be getting on them. But Taylor, I'm a critical thinker. So if you put a comment up there, I'm gonna ask you, hey, why? See, we got too many intelligent people out here, too many educated people that just won't ask the question, why? Taylor, you're a doctor, intelligent, but guess what? Don't let that stop you from being a critical thinker. You just question things sometimes. Just say, hey, why are we doing this? Why are we doing that? Dr. Martin Luther King, that was that was one of my greatest quotes from him. Everybody talking about I have a dream, but I like when he was talking about we have to be not just intelligent and smart. We got to critically think. And if all you got to do is look on the news, you see a lot of people they're supposed to have intelligence, but they're not critically thinking. I love for you. I'm telling you, that's why I love your comments. That's why, like Taylor, like today, like right now, I'm gonna say, what's happening out there in the world of sports, entertainment, whatever? What's happening in the day that y'all want to say, hey, Rob, what do you think about this? First of all, when we get on here, number one, we got to share the show, number one. And I know you're on YouTube, but guess what? You're on YouTube, you can still go share it. You can share it to your friends. You can share it to your Facebook. You can share it to your Facebook, on Facebook, through YouTube, and tell them to come this way you at. El Ray Dixon. I did it already. So what we need to do, but it just, Taylor, a guy called me one day from New York. They've been monitoring this show because we might do some stuff with the show. But he just said, Robert, you get an A+ in everything, but your people don't share this show enough. They won't trick the algorithm. They'll come on your show and don't hit thumbs up. How could you come on a show and waste your time and don't hit thumbs up? Listen, if you don't like it, just don't listen. But don't come on the show and not push thumbs up. Because what that does, it tells the algorithm that you want more shows like this. I know it's going to be hard to find, but that's what it does to the algorithm. That's what it does. Hey, y'all, I don't know what y'all be thinking. I know when I get information, I come on this show and pass it off to y'all. Y'all's job is to pass it off to somebody else. It shouldn't stop at it shouldn't stop at me. It shouldn't stop at you. Ladies and gentlemen, Taylor, one of my biggest things, and I hope you get this, you don't want to be a generational thief. If some young person, Taylor, in the future, they gonna benefit from the things that you do. You got to impart and put some stuff inside of them. So whatever God put in you, like I tell people all the time, Joe Lewis, I want to leave here empty. Taylor, one of the wealthiest spots in the whole world, and you probably can attest to this at a young age, is the local cemetery. The wealthiest spot on the planet is your local cemetery, because beneath those walls, that ground, those hallowed walls of a cemetery, are dreams that would never be fulfilled, songs that would never be written, music that would never be played, paintings that would never fill a canvas, because those people passed away without giving us what they wanted, because they died of hopelessness, alcohol abuse, drug abuse, and poorly chosen friends. We can't be generational thieves. Taylor, every time I pass by a library, I be convicted. You know why? Because my book ain't in there. Because I want to be able to leave. But Taylor, I'm just not writing a book just to write a book. Just to say, man, I got a book. Taylor, what's been put in me and what I'm going to put on print, it's going to be like a syllabus to your life, that you can go back every day and say, well, you know what? I don't want to say, Robert Hatter got a book. I guess I go buy it. No, better go buy it because it's a syllabus to how you need to move. But I was thinking about something. You know, the finals is in full bloom. Got to share with y'all some stuff that I about the finals that I be thinking about. Y'all know I be around tonight at 7:30, ABC. The World Cup starts tomorrow. But I'm watching how the NBA is doing a lot of things. I watch how Wemby, you know, when they're in those press conferences, they having other young players come in and interview them. Let me see. Watch this. Watch this.
What's up, Vig? It's ADD
What up?
Bonsa, NBA player correspondent. So, in my opinion, you changed it a lot in Game 3. How do you keep that momentum? And I seen you were going inside a lot more. Was that your strategy in Game 3?
On the side?
Inside, like inside the
Inside.
paint. Yeah.
Yeah. I said the goal is always to go inside. You know, the best shot in the game is an alley-oop. It's the most efficient shot. But teams don't just let you do that. But I think what we've built with this team is that we've got an identity that makes everybody dangerous. And sometimes it'll pay off. And over a season, over a playoff series, we're gonna get easy buckets and inside buckets like I did last night.
Yeah, appreciate you.
I don't know if y'all been watching his press conferences. That was the most comfortable I ever seen Wemby. Because he respected the player. Because he's seen the player play. See, a lot of these times when these young guys I don't know if y'all ever been in a press conference. It'd be a whole lot of old ass white men and these young black players. That's why they ask all these crazy ass questions, because they don't know how to, actually interact with these guys. He said, my bag some days, it get busy out here. Donald Thomas. Okay, Donald. Thank you, baby. Just hit the thumbs up button then. Get your bag. I don't think we talked about no bag yet. But somebody, it's a couple of things happened. Somebody asked me something yesterday, because Taylor, yesterday, we talked about Lewis Hamilton getting second place at the Monaco Grand Prix. And I promised people I'm gonna tell them a little bit more about Monaco. I've been blessed to go in there. I'm gonna show you how to go in there, and and I'm gonna show you a least expensive way to go and enjoy this situation and this magnificent event. But I'll get to that. I saw Kyrie Irving. He was in the gym hooping back. He's back healthy. I'm glad to see that at the top 100 camp. That's what I got behind me. The top 100 young men, the NBA top 100, not the Nike, the NBA PA. So it's a lot of players who the NBA deems are the top 100. And if you were a former NBA player, a legacy player, your son is allowed to come into this camp. We're gonna talk about a little bit about that. But we talked about somebody asked me a question. I forgot who it was. He probably ain't on today. He asked me, he said, Robert, Lewis seemed to be really liking Kim Kardashian. And I was saying yesterday, even a friend of mine, she texted me yesterday and said, you sure got a lot of love for this girl. but I ain't gonna lie, I don't know why. I just always liked Kim Kardashian. I mean, why shouldn't I? Just cause she ain't black don't mean I shouldn't dislike her. I like everybody. but we were talking about it, and he asked me a question, and I thought about it. I said, Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. And I think I got the video for you. He asked me a question. Let me see. He asked me a question. Have Lewis ever just been like this with any other girl? Because, I asked the question yesterday. This Women Rock Wednesday. I asked the question yesterday, Taylor. I said, I don't know about y'all, but I ain't never met a dude that done dated 2 billionaire women. I haven't. Y'all might have. Y'all know more than me. I just never. Lewis Hamilton, Rihanna, Kim Kardashian. I said, damn, Lewis. Y'all know if anybody know my affinity for Lewis, man, I've been liking this little boy for a long time. This little boy been on it for a long time. But somebody asked me a question. Brandon Weefall yesterday. So I'm going to keep it. Don Thomas, somebody asked me a question. Have you ever seen him? And I said, man, I never have. But then I remembered. See, I didn't cover him in his younger years. I covered him in his older years. When he's a little bit older. When Gayle King, and he had an interview with Gayle King. And I said, then I found out, I said, this dude here off the chain. And I never forget, he was going to the Met Gala and he paid $300,000 for a table at the Met Gala only to invite the young black designers who couldn't afford to go to the Met Gala. He said, at my table, I'm invite all the little black, because they get, in other words, because the big fashion houses and all the rich people usually get the, so he said, look, these people will never get, I got them. I said, wow. I mean, he's done millions of other things, but that kind of caught me. I said, what are you thinking about? Because he loves fashion. You'll see, I'm going to show you some stuff a little later. But I was thinking about, he asked me, and if you on the feed, let me know who that was. But he asked me a question. He said, did he ever? If y'all don't know, Lewis Hamilton, the Formula One race car driver, one of the best ever, the Michael Jordan of Formula One racing. Not that NASCAR stuff that Michael Jordan them doing. Formula One. High performance Formula One. But watch this, y'all. Let me find it. I think I found something for you. I can't play the music because it had some of the rap music in the background. But that's his girl. That's the Spice Girl. That's Nicole, what her name? Scherzinger. Scherzinger. But he was everywhere with that little cute little thing. She kind of looked like who, y'all? They said she was one of the Spice Girls. Yes, he did. So when he asked me that, I didn't know it was like, because that was before Robert Hatter started really, really, really liking it. But yes, he was smitten, and both of them from the UK. He from London. That is Moody. You remember who asked me that question? You know, if someone asks me a question, I'm gonna go find y'all the answer. But that's him right there, man. So yes, he have lacked somebody other than Kim Kardashian. All right? Okay? All right. So he ain't just sprung like he was just thinking he was. So, I like what Wemby said a few minutes ago. He said, we got an identity that makes anybody on our team dangerous. Y'all, I saw some in that game, and I'm trying to see how I'm going to explain it to y'all. I'm just trying to see how I'm going to explain it to you. I had, there's a reason that I remain so level-headed in these playoffs until a team gets the 3 wins. I tell y'all what, don't overreact on the first game. Don't overreact on the second game. Don't overreact. I always tell y'all that. Don't overreact, right? Don't overreact. Because last time I checked, the San Antonio Spurs is pretty good themselves. They won 60-plus games in the regular season. I think we forgot that. This doesn't happen by accident. Coming back from down 3-2 against OKC, the reigning champs. Taylor. Rosie, I'm going to make you the smartest people at the nail shop. I don't really, contrary to popular belief, I don't really like it when I'm right. I really don't like it. Rob? Unfortunately, though in this case, I was right. I predicted the Spurs to win, but I thought it would be in double digits. And the 3 takeaways that I got that they did to get it done. And I think I'll repeat some of it because I know a lot of y'all weren't paying no attention. Share the show. A lot of y'all weren't paying no attention. I know. But I had 3 reasons why the Spurs would win. 3.5, maybe 3, 4. First, this was which I thought that desperate times call for desperate measures. I played with y'all, but I was serious about that bad energy that Trump gonna bring to the building. I even said them fans waiting outside, it was gonna exhaust them. By the time they got inside, and the hell I'm gonna cheer. I've been standing outside for 2 hours because this dude wanted to come to the game. And I thought and I told y'all about this. I said, Dad Moody, I know he gonna get on this, and him and Brandon Weefall. I thought we would see single-digit Luke Cornett minutes at the absolute most. Remember I said, what we gonna do in the Luke Cornett minutes? Because every time he get his big sorry ass in the game, Thaddeus Moody, y'all watching, y'all was watching. The lead shrink. Every time 7 foot, can't play dead under Tarzan movie. But he still played 9 minutes on Monday. And his 9 minutes that he played on Monday night, the Spurs were in the red. But because your backs were up against the wall, it was going to force the Iron Five. I call them the Iron Five. And that's the starting 5 of the San Antonio Spurs. The Iron Five, which essentially is the starting 5 plus Dylan Harper. I just like the way Iron Five start at this point. Because this dude now, Keldon Johnson, honestly might be unplayable. And y'all want y'all to watch for that tonight. I thought they would cut Luke Cornett minutes down. I wanted him to just cut it down. And just put this on the Iron Five. This just for this game. Because I know we needed this game. Cornett minutes, I just give him minutes in very small bursts. And that would limit the opportunity for the Knicks to come back, which has been a requirement from them every game. The Knicks had to come back because what? The Spurs always got a lead in those 2 games in San Antonio. Let's not forget, and I don't understand what y'all, the Spurs had double-digit leads in both of them games. They didn't do that by accident. And that's going to segue me into my second point, which is in victory or defeat, Johnson was playing some good defense on town. But them 2 games in, listen, them 2 games, go back, them 2 games in San Antonio, he was flat out unplayable. Now you talking about all that fouling he was doing to Cat? If that's what you call defense, okay. if that if that's what you call defense, okay. All that fouling he was doing. But which is in a victory, which in victory or defeat, the San Antonio Spurs have shown a propensity, I saw, to pick up full court, both literally and figuratively. Should be obvious because Stephen Castle, Devin Vassell, and Fox are pressuring Jalen Brunson and making him work as much as possible. Have y'all been noticing that? Anybody been noticing that? And we all know, we can notice, with the addition of Dylan Harper on the floor as well, how far that perimeter defense stretches. Other night, if you was watching the broadcast, if you heard Tim Legler and Richard Jefferson bring it up on the broadcast, that sometimes the Knicks aren't getting into their offense until 7 or 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Takes the 8 seconds to get the ball across half court, and then they have to get Karl Anthony Towns and Jalen Brunson in a dribble handoff. But they're doing it 35 to 40 feet away from the rim because them dudes put that pressure on their behind. Y'all follow me? Add some. If y'all got some, add some. That and that has been the common denominator in all 3 of the games in this series. And I thought Monday night, it wasn't going to be enough. I ain't gonna lie. And that perimeter pressure is finally felt by the Knicks. And how do we know it was finally felt by the Knicks? How do I know? Well, how does 0 for 9, or maybe 0 for 10, 0 for 10 to start the fourth quarter beyond the arc? The Knicks missed 9 or 10 straight shots. I don't know which one. Again, it was 2 of 14 in the fourth quarter until OG Anunoby hit that 3 in the final seconds. But I thought Monday night, if you're going, let's use a boxing analogy of jabs to the liver. You know how them guys, y'all be saying, why ain't you hitting him in the face? And you be hitting it up in here. Well, you can shake them off. You can shake them licks off the first 2 rounds. But if you take enough of them, they accumulate. That's what they were doing to Jalen Brunson. That's what you usually felt them in the championships rounds or in the what? Closing minutes. Pressure is what the Knicks with offensive rebounds and making the Spurs pay for having Wemby in free safety. Thaddeus Moody was 10. Somebody said, I told you about them guards. It happened. It happened. You told me about the guards. I'm a girl, Belinda. It happened. Hold up, man. Hold up, man. It happens. Everybody been saying that. You ain't told me. So you, hold on. So you think I didn't know that them guards, the dude that's telling you this shit every day, you think I don't know? But I guess he wanted to let y'all know. He told me about them guards. Okay, I didn't know nothing about them guards. I ain't never seen them guards before. Ed Harris told me about them guards, y'all. Hold up. Then he came back and said, they some dogs on defense. I ain't know they was no dogs on defense. I ain't watched none of them games all season. I ain't seen nothing. I don't know. Ed Harris told me about them guards. Where my drink at, man? I wasn't even gonna drink no water today. Ed, come on, baby. But let's keep going. You know, they were trying to make the Spurs pay for having Wemby in free safety because he's not around the rim. And please tell me when my man who is that? I see his name when he pop up because he had a who was that was talking that movie? Who was that talking about Wemby didn't have 8 rebounds and this amount of rebounds? He said, yeah, you said Bronson was going to wear them. I said Bronson was going to wear. I said Bronson is going to wear them out. I don't remember saying that. I don't. That Moody, help me now. I don't remember. I just don't remember. I don't remember. That man said, I said Bronson was going to wear them out. I don't remember saying that one, boss. If somebody else agreed with him and said I said that, then I get it. I don't remember saying that one, boss. Not me. Not the dude been talking about Wemby all this time. And I said that. Okay, all right. But I was watching how they was trying to bring Wemby away from the rim, and when he had to close out, and San Antonio's version of throwing jabs at the liver is their perimeter defense. Their perimeter defense is good. And the Knicks did not, at the end of that game, either didn't have the legs or the ability to make threes on Monday the same way they did in the first 2 games. Especially in the clutch, 4th quarter. And but I'm watching. And this thing goes 6 or 7 games. That means they have to turn this game into a war of attrition. This is what I'm worried about, y'all. And if it becomes a war of attrition, the team that is playing just 6 guys, it's the Spurs. What they have to do every night. They can't play all of them guys. Because when they put them guys in the game, they can't play them. And if the Spurs have to do this every night and keep grinding with them 6 players, I'm a little skeptical of whether the Spurs can complete the full comeback. Unless these young guys got something inside of them that I'm just talking about playing 6 guys and the other dude playing 9. And it's a long series. But for that one night, that perimeter defense, that point of attack backcourt was feasting like a dog, like he said, like a dog, feasting on the Knicks' inability to create offense by beating their individuals' assignments. That's how the Spurs got here in the first place. If y'all don't remember, they are the one team that has a perimeter defense that is equal, if not better, to OKC. The Knicks. And this bailout threes they've been hitting. Jordan Clarkson just threw one up. OG Anova just grabbed the ball and threw one up there. Them bailout threes. That other boy, Landry Shaman. They just throwing stuff up there. But it's not a fluke because they've been doing it. A lot of their shots wasn't falling in the fourth quarter at that same clip as it was in those first two games. But y'all, we talking about all these people. Y'all, I got to talk about that young fella because I talked about him the other day. Dylan Harper played 32 minutes. You remember I said he got to play more. Ed Harris, wait a minute, no. Ed Harris told me that Dylan got to play more. Dylan Harper. I didn't know that. Ed Harris told me that, right? And I'm just making sure he played 32 minutes. I like to be right. I'm just assuming. He come off the bench and played 32 minutes. Now, San Antonio did play. They played 9 players. They played 9 players. But that 6, that Iron 5, played a lot. Right? Ed Harris said the Knicks been so relaxed in the early rounds putting teams together. Spurs bruised basketball. Spurs been bruised basketball this whole time. Ed Harris, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. I want you to redo that one. Y'all, Dylan Harper played 32 minutes. And while Wemby was busy out on the perimeter trying to close out against all of those Knicks three-point shooters at the end of the first half last night, I even put together, y'all, listen, y'all, Wemby my dude, right? But I even put a compilation of him running around half court, having to close out one time on OG Anunoby. Close out wrong. He come out too high. It overran the play. OG just went around him and put that thing in the rim. Bam. He was hanging out there in the paint a little too long against Jalen Brunson. And Jalen Brunson at the top of the arc just canned one on it. He forgets to close out on Josh Hart, who made him pay time and time again. Talking about Wemby. And because Wemby didn't find himself in the restricted area after a Knicks shot goes up, all of us, all too often, he finished with 8 rebounds. 7 of those defensive. So my man, I forgot who was talking about that yesterday. Golly. Because he said, who was that Dad Moody that said Wemby didn't have enough rebounds? I hope he get back on today because I want to agree with it. He talking about he want me to come over in Fifth Ward and watch him play in the gym. Who was that? I forgot who that was. Dad Moody, you supposed to help me. And Wemby played 39 minutes that game. Ed Harris. I'm just giving y'all information. Y'all, I thought it was Dylan Harper going in there and cleaning the glass is what run that game. Let me tell you why. That little boy, how many rebounds that little boy had? That little boy had 9 rebounds. Ladies and gentlemen, he had 9 rebounds. That won that game. He has a strong rebounding game. He jumps off 2 feet and gets his 2 hands on that ball. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna take some heat for this, but he's in the class of Josh Hart, and that's high praise. Because I think Josh Hart is the best rebounding backcourt player in the NBA, in the world. No, in the world. When he goes up to rebound, they needed every single one of those rebounds. I know y'all forgot about that because ain't nobody talked about it. That little boy had 9 rebounds. And as the Knicks have killed the Spurs in second chance opportunities in the first 2 games, Dylan Harper cleared out those defensive possessions in which San Antonio busted their behind to force a difficult look for the Knicks in the first 2 games. And then Mitchell Robinson and Josh Hart would keep the ball alive. Or what's the boy name? Or Jalen Brunson. You know, he kicked one out and then relocated in the corner. They passed him the ball. He hit a tough 3. Y'all, I'm just watching this stuff now. There would be some scramble, some OG miracle, grenade tossing, and it just go in them first 2 games. But those second chance opportunities were not there on Monday. And the big part is the Knicks offense, y'all, is like U of H. It's offensive rebounding. The Knicks know they gonna miss. But Dylan Harper's ability to finish off the defensive possession that doesn't count until you get the rebound. And I just think a lot of players, especially in college, y'all gotta understand. I just seen so much bad college basketball this year, the last 5 years. The SWAC, I love them, but there's some bad basketball players. I see why their ass got sent away from them other teams. But Dylan Harper, man, that man had 9 rebounds, man. He was 5 of 18. And I said that. But them 9 rebounds, that's what won the game against the Spurs. Yes, he was insufficient. Very inefficient. I mean, inefficient from the field goal statistic. He was 5 of 18. That's terrible. But tell me, y'all, if it was OG blocking him at the rim, but that downhill pressure that he was putting, OG blocked a couple of them things down there. He was putting on that Knicks team. If the Knicks lightly contest him at the rim, it's a guaranteed 2 points. So I saw that. That's another thing I saw. What else? What else? What y'all see? What y'all see? I learned a term today. And it comes from some white people now. Have anybody ever heard the term tracksuit Tony? Anybody ever heard the term tracksuit Tony? Anybody? That's a new term. That's a grassroots term. Tracksuit Tony is the unsavory grassroots basketball person who's just in it for the money, just trying to get the money. He always have a tracksuit on. Man, that man told me that today. Chuck McGowan, the man, they call him Tracksuit Tony. Chuck, you an event operator. Chuck, you ain't Tracksuit Tony, is it? Do you be wearing a warm-up suit? With it buttoned up down here with some gold chains on it? I had to give y'all that. But I know it's Women Rock Wednesday, y'all. I got to talk about this. Have anybody been seeing that girl, Olivia Miles? Ladies and gentlemen, there is no welcome to the NBA moment for Olivia Miles. There's only welcome to Olivia Miles. Sonya, welcome to Olivia Miles moments for the WNBA, and it happened in 8 games in a row. Let me show you something. Y'all, we playing around, man. Oh, my God. Watch this girl, man. I ain't got but one video of her. Something is wrong. Hold on.
Having that support.
That's cool. Like, I don't even have words. If I talk about it, I'm gonna cry. So I'll keep it short and sweet. I just want to thank all of the Minnesota fans. Like, we're not even halfway in yet. Like, there's so much we can do as a team, and so much. I feel like I have more love to give to this city. Just getting started, obviously, but the way we play basketball, you can just feel the love through it, and I think that's kind of rubbing off on the community as well.
Having that support.
That's cool. Like, I don't even have words. If I talk about it, I'm gonna cry. So I'll keep it short and sweet. I just want to thank all of the Minnesota fans. Like, we're not even halfway in yet. Like, there's so much we can do as a team, and so much. I feel like I have more love to give to this city. Just getting started, obviously, but the way we play basketball, you can just feel the love through it, and I think that's kind of rubbing off on the community as well.
Having that support.
That's cool. Like, I don't even have words. If I talk about it, I'm gonna cry. So I'll keep it short and sweet. I just want to thank all of the Minnesota fans. Like, we're not even halfway in yet. Like, there's so much we can do as a team, and so much. I feel like I have more love to give to this city. Just getting started, obviously, but the way we play basketball, you can just feel the love through it, and I think that's kind of rubbing off on the community as well.
Having that support.
That's cool. Like, I don't even have
I was giving y'all, because I didn't do it. She's been a problem, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on. Let me show y'all something hold on. Here we go. Watch it.
And that allows her to continue to go deeper into the lane. You've got to make her pick up the ball.
In her 13th season, first round pick back in 2014, third overall by San Antonio. Minnesota 7 boards already, the Wings just 3.
Wow.
And the rookie.
Just
The
look
trap
at
and
her.
rotate is key because, again, these are all players who can pull up and shoot off. Dallas
I was
crowding
pissed
a
off
little
when she
bit
left.
more than they were
When she left
earlier in the
my
game.
girl
I
Hannah.
thought Enrique was
but
going to be picked
she
off
at
on
the
that screen.
NBA just treat
Miles,
these
this time
people
goes
like
left.
that.
0 for 4 shooting against this top-ranked Lynx defense. Miles weaves, leaves, and an easy 2 yet again.
Comfortable playing with Olivia Miles because of that fluidity, that maturity that exists between them.
Miles lofts it from 3 and cans it.
Got Miles.
Are y'all seeing this?
Oh, good defense from Courtney Williams.
Poked away, she read that perfectly, igniting the fast break for Minnesota. The no-look in.
She
Miles
playing with
brings
pace.
it up over
Watch,
half court
she
past
ain't
the
in a
midway
hurry.
point of this
Now she
third
a
quarter
smoke.
and takes off to the cup. This tonight, but she's
got
scored
breaks.
21 points for the
breaks.
Wings.
Stop,
Miles
stop.
keeping
Okay,
Agumbawale on
I'm going
her
again.
back in control. Miles
Watch.
gets back
Okay,
to it.
Ooh, she didn't do that.
Gets
She didn't
herself
show,
to
she
the
didn't
cup.
shout, got
And
him,
that
did
allows
she?
her to continue to go deeper into the lane. You've got to make her pick up the ball.
Y'all, there aren't many teams in basketball having a better time on the floor than the Minnesota Lynx. And their main player ain't playing. But then again, if you have had Olivia Miles hitting us with a steady stream of perfect pocket passes, you probably be dancing after the games too. But they always doing this little dance after the game. Through 1 month, the rookie point guard has blown past every expectation imaginable. She's rapidly establishing herself as an elite downhill scorer, an extraordinary talented playmaker, and recently a dangerous shooter when left open. The fully realized blueprint of the modern floor general. This kind of first-year player doesn't come around, y'all, all often. That's why I got to give it to you. But when they do, they tend to stick around for a very long time. On that press conference, she was finding out her jersey was sold. I know you can hear the people. They sold for $7,000 plus in a charity auction. She said, "Damn, that's cool." She said, "I don't even have no words to say about that. If I talk about it, I'm going to cry. So I'm going to just make it short and sweet." That's what she said. She said, "I want to thank all the Minnesota fans. Like we even halfway yet. We're not even halfway yet. There's so much we can do with this team and so much more that she got left to give to this city." Ladies and gentlemen, hold on. Look what she did to my girl. I ain't like this though. Watch this.
That's why she's so comfortable playing with Olivia Miles, because of that fluidity, that maturity that exists between them.
Miles lofts it from 3 and cans it.
Why she's so comfortable.
She was the number 2 pick. Played against the number 1 pick last night. And I hate to compare, but they gonna do it. I'm gonna just let y'all be up on it. The number 1 pick was AZ Fudd. Fudd had 6 points. Livia had 24. Fudd had 2 rebounds. Livia had 7. Fudd had two steals. Livia had 6. I mean, 2. Both of them had 2 steals. She had 6 assists. And I don't think Fudd had none. Chuck, that little girl good, man. I'm 24 points. Then Kayla McBride balled, and she had 20. Natasha Howard had 20. Dude, they had 3 players with 20 plus. And on 70% shooting. Chuck McGowan, you knew this girl was going to be that good? I didn't. Angel Reese playing her butt off, too. Let me tell you what they did. This dude said he attended the Chicago Sky Hoop Angel used to play for. They attended a walkthrough the morning of the game. You know, they had the walkthrough, shoot around. And the entire time, the Chicago was going through practice drills, sending multiple bodies to keep Angel Reese off the boards. They were practicing this early that morning. Great job those drills did. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. And that's what Mike Tyson said. Then Angel Reese had 17 damn rebounds, and they practiced blocking her. That was the scout. Trey Phillip. Let's say you at a game. Let's say you at a game. I mean, you at a big game. You had a big game with your girls, right? So y'all had this girl on the opposite team that's a good rebounder. So y'all all that morning, y'all little shoot around, all y'all doing is getting multiple bodies on her to block out. Then y'all get to the game, the girl still has 17 rebounds. I guess y'all said, well, shit, she'd had 30 if we hadn't went through the practice. But Trey, in this last 8 games, Olivia Miles averaged 19 points, 6 assists, 6 rebounds, 1.4 steals, 56% from the field goal, and 42 from 3, and an 8-0 record. He said, I knew she was good coming out of high school and first year in college, but I didn't expect to see her do the pro. I didn't expect this. I didn't expect this. Trey said, I know she was a McDonald All-America. AZ Fudd was a McDonald. Everybody was a McDonald All-America. I've been talking about the girl in college. Her and Hannah, that ain't enough. Because you're a McDonald All-America don't mean you do this. Trey, because you're a McDonald All-American don't mean just because you was tough at Notre Dame, just because you was tough at TCU, that don't mean you're going to come in and average 19 points a game as a rookie. Ain't nobody else doing it. Did y'all hear what I just said? Every McDonald All-American don't do this, man. AZ Fudd ain't doing it. She's the number 1 pick. Where the mother, half of the McDonald All-Americans got cut. Charlie Collier, where she at? Trey. McDonald American? What that mean? This little girl got something, man, that being a McDonald American ain't got nothing to do with it. I used to talk about her and Hannah every time I had a chance in college. Then she left my girl Hannah. I let her go on by. I ain't talking about her no more. Yeah, I was pissed off. Oh, he said that was for y'all that didn't know. But Trey, in this situation, it don't matter. She's selling real estate and playing overseas. Good. All right. That's what she forget. That's what she get. That's what she get for nixing the Chop Shop. I got to be. I'm sorry. I got to. Man, this girl good, man. Man, this girl got me want to watch every game. She brings something to the game that can't be taught, Trey. I can't say that about every McDonald American. I can't say that about every girl that went to Notre Dame. I can't say that about every girl who went to TCU. This woman, this young girl, brings something to the game that can't be taught. She's just a baller. She pass, she shoot, she playmate, make her teammates better. And most importantly, she win. Y'all, they 8-0. They got an eight game winning streak. What you call flair and swag, it's in her. It's in her, not on her. And the scary part is, and ain't nobody said this, and I was hoping somebody said it, my girl Nafisa still haven't even touched the wood yet. Nafisa. Nafisa haven't played yet, y'all. I love it. I love it. What else? Y'all, I watched something the other night, and I pay attention to stuff now because, you know, I'll tell you why. Daddy said Kaya is not playing. No, Nafisa, she's not playing. But the Spurs tried to sneak Wemby off the floor immediately after the buzzer of the night. I don't know if y'all watched it, because I was waiting to see what was happening. The PR team ran out there before ESPN PR team could go grab him. But ESPN has the right to pick a player that they want to interview. I'm finna take y'all behind the curtains. Y'all probably didn't notice it. Y'all want y'all watch this from now on. How quickly they ran over the women to get him off the floor and probably to protect him. I got it. Thank you. I got it. I got it. Harmon ain't like this woman right here, man. This man said he waiting on Harmon. Harmon ain't like this girl, man. And Harmon was a McDonald All-American, and Harmon played in Texas. Harmon can't like this. Don't come on, man. You waiting on her to have a breakout game? Keep waiting. Watch this. Oh, Chuck, you saw it. Watch this, Chuck. Watch this, though. Chuck, I'm gonna show y'all some method behind this stuff. How quickly they got him off the floor. And are delayed an interview. I don't know what they was doing. I thought it was an intentional strategy for the Spurs. Because if you were waiting for the post-game interview, are they going to talk to anybody after the game? Because we waiting. I know you was waiting, I was waiting. Lisa Salters was sitting there. And I know the people was in her ear because I'm gonna show y'all how this did happen to me before. They wanted Wemby, and he was practically the first one in the tunnel because the people got him out of there. He walked by the step and repeat. He was going to the locker room. Y'all saw it. And then they were seized back to the main broadcast, and you can see someone running down the tunnel to grab him saying, we need to talk to Wemby. It's our right. ESPN pay all that damn money. It's our right. Get your butt back here. There is always this cat and mouse game that happens with PR versus network PR. Just in case you didn't know. The Spurs obviously don't want Wemby out there. They try to protect him. Outside of team security, no more than absolutely what he has to do. So the hope is they would just pick somebody else if it's not Wemby. That's what they was hoping. But eventually he had to turn around and come back and talk to Lisa Salters. It's just one of those things that you pick up when you've been watching this industry for a long time like me. And I'm clearly with him. Like he went to the park, Gramercy Park. I know exactly where the park is. He went to Gramercy Park the other day. He was sitting on the bench drawing with his sister. Ladies and gentlemen, it was security everywhere. You couldn't. They got in the Gramercy Park. They got a little, I think, a Shake Shack right there. Could nobody come there. They are micromanaging his safety in every regard. And I thought it was something maybe a lot of people didn't notice, but y'all so smart, y'all notice stuff after the final buzzer. They can't get nothing over y'all. But my great friend, Belinda, she said, have I forgot Joe? I ain't gonna never forget Joe. Y'all must like that song.
Yeah, so, woo. 713 call Joe. If you been into Joe Steven Law Firm. 713 call Joe. Call Rick, truck, Rick, let Joe confirm. 713 call Joe. Need a pro on the K, let Joe take over.
What's up, Houston? This is attorney Joe Stevens. I'm a former Houston Rocket with over 20 years of experience in the insurance industry and a decade of experience in the courtroom. I know how insurance companies operate, and I know how to fight back.
713 call Joe. 713 call Joe.
I gotta play that. That song's so nice, I gotta play it twice. Hit me. Oh, that's the wrong button. Hit me. Hit me, Joe.
Yeah, so, woo. 713 call Joe. If you been into Joe Steven Law Firm. 713 call Joe. Call Rick, truck, Rick, let Joe confirm. 713 call Joe. Need a pro on the K, let Joe take over.
What's up, Houston? This is attorney Joe Stevens. I'm a former Houston Rocket with over 20 years of experience in the insurance industry and a decade of experience in the courtroom. I know how insurance companies operate, and I know how to fight back.
713 call Joe. 713 call Joe.
Yeah. I like that. Thank you, Belinda. But Belinda, I had it over here. I was gonna play it, but I thank you for thinking about it. There's a big old sign up there said, call Joe. Big old sign popping up. Sonya said, the way women responded, though, yes. Sometimes you need to just get away. Women respond, oh my God. Women responded. Let's see where I'm going to go next. Who was that kept asking about Monaco? Who mentioned the Monaco Grand Prix? It's a unique space. Who is that? Sonya, though. Sonya. Let me show you something, right? About Monaco, right? What was I at? Sonya, I had some. Cause I really want y'all to just picture what was happening out there this weekend. Sometimes we got to, life is more than a summer basketball game. Life is more than baseball. Life is more than basketball. And I was thinking about something. And I'm just trying to see where I want to start. Because there's so much stuff. So many things that I want to. But wait a minute. What's that? Okay, let's see. There's so many. She said, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. She's something else. Trying to see. First of all, let me just go. Well, I see, my problem is the Monaco Grand Prix weekend, it ended this weekend. And after spending 3 days watching the world's richest 1% and how they live, I realized the event is not really about the race. It's a wealth feast. In this setting, money buys you different versions of reality. The guy that arrived in the biggest yacht got dwarfed by another guy with a bigger yacht. The yachts are not private costs to some people. $10,000 just to stand on one of them to watch a race. There's no better place to discover that you're not rich, even when you are a billionaire, than the Monaco Grand Prix. Did y'all hear what I just said? There's no better place to discover that you're not rich even when you are a billionaire. Can you believe I used that? If you saw the things that were happening over this weekend and you were not inspired, nothing can nothing can get you to you. You never seen so many billionaires in a single place like this. People you don't know. Y'all just think about these athletes. Yes. Just to be on one of the boats, one of the corporate boats. I saw people that went there with hope of making significant connection, and I think it was a waste of time and money. Because considering how separated the VIP are from general admission, it's almost impossible to connect vertically. At that level of wealth, you can bet almost everyone at the VIP knows themselves. You do not know that bringing a yacht to Monaco is one thing, but securing a trackside parking place is another. Here's the facts. They get a zone 1, that's the trackside pole position berth. They call where you park your car, your boat a berth. The absolute front row, right against the tarmac, at the tieback corner of the chicane. Chicane is a corner. The parking ticket alone is staggering. But not to these people because they got so much money. But the marina fee for a 60 meter, that means 60 meters, that's 196 feet. Super yacht. They charge up to 210 euros. That's 228,000 just for the weeks, just to have your boat parked there. This not include water, electricity, or fuel or nothing. Now the charter, if you don't own a boat and you want to charter a 50 to 70 meter vessel for the race weekend, the baseline ranges from 300 euros to 600,000 euros. High-end mega yachts, €1 million for 7 days. And the real kicker is the harbor layout creates a literal class system amongst the multimillionaires. You know how they try to class us? They ass get class when they go over there. Ladies and gentlemen, they got some yachts so damn big they won't fit in there. Then they got some yachts that'll fit in there, but they get 200 applicants, but they will 142 spots. And the Port Authority know who gets them spots. It's political. So you can, Chuck McGowan can be a billionaire. Sonia Billings can be a billionaire. She out there, because they don't know you and they might not like you. Your billionaire ass gonna have you be out there on your yacht and you got to drive a tender over. Because them big yachts, they got their own tenders. That's a small boat that'll take you over. That man said, how much was the paddle boat? Chuck. The Monaco Grand Prix, it isn't just a race. It's a reminder that wealth buys access to a completely different world. And I got a way. No, hold up now. Oh, Rob got a way you can get over there and you ain't got to get your head tore off. Y'all know I got a way for you now. I'm gonna tell you what to do. But some people watch from their couches. Some watch from the grandstands. Others watch from their multi-million-dollar yachts floating beside the track. Same race, different realities. What about the yacht that has a boat attached to it? The yacht that have the boat that's attached to it, that's the tender. Because some of those big yachts, they can't get up in there anyway. So they have to park out to sea, and then the small boat bring them in. Rob, we need to go to, no, sir. That little piece, no, sir. Monaco, y'all, it's the smallest country in the world. No oil, wait a minute. No oil, no land, no farmland. Boy, I got a history of Monaco. I'm gonna give y'all another day. I can't give y'all of it. Hold on. I got something else. Hold on. Wait. I got something else. I can't give y'all of it. Somebody just sent me this thing again. I got the 2-man scramble. Yeah. I got a 2-man scramble they want me to play in. Hold up, y'all. I got a. Where was I at when I was talking about this? Hold up. Wait a minute. I'll put that in there. There you go. All right. Watch it. Watch it. Chuck. That's the least of the absolute. Chuck. But y'all want me to give y'all an inexpensive way, or should I say cheapest? Because they ain't gonna be inexpensive. The best way to start your Formula One experience in Monaco. Just a suggestion now. Fly into Nice with easy jets, nice and easy. Fly into Nice, right? When you fly into Nice, don't stay in Nice. Stay in Italy or on the French border. Maybe Monton, I think, Ventimiglia, or something like that. Because traveling from those places are less congested. This is a little small principality, y'all. It's less congested as if you were coming from the French side into Monaco. So Nice to Monaco, really busy. Italy to Monaco, way much better. And the trains are just the same. The travel and accommodations. Get yourself a general admission ticket. Get into the fan zone, which is in the middle of the old town, and you can walk up to La Roche. The La Roche is called the Rock, and you can get a great view if you've never been there before. You have to probably pay 300 to 400 euros for a couple of days of tickets. But always remember, fly into Nice, but stay in Italy. Use the train and get a general admission ticket. All right? Y'all got me? Y'all got me? Hey, go over there. You can ball. You ain't got to spend all that money. Let them get on them boats. Hey, y'all let them get on them boats. Y'all ain't got to be. I don't want my people up in there and all that mess. Oh, y'all better be listening. This stuff is good, man. Oh, this where it was at. Hold up. What else I got? I got something else. What else I got for y'all? Boy, this stuff is so fun. Nope, I'm not gonna mess with that. But I do want to tell y'all, I got to tell you, I should tell y'all. Do y'all know it ain't but, listen, it ain't but roughly 39,000 people that live there. It's that small. Don't but 9,000 of them were born there. Everybody else come in. And man, so get some good wine and enjoy it. I'm telling you. You feeling me? The real estate is astronomically. What my real estate people, Darryl Barnes on here. $50,000 per square foot. Excuse me, square meter. They say meters over there. An apartment in Monaco isn't a home, it's a status symbol, a sea view. It's very pricey, but also pocket change for the billionaire. What else we got? Monaco proves you do not need land to build an empire. Told y'all the harbor don't hold but 142 berths. And the berths are real scarce asset. With the money can commission a 90-meter boat it's called Port Hercule for the race weekend. You spend all that money on this yacht. And the berth is the cheap part. Crew, fuel, catering, security, dockside hospitality, a full week. Let me give y'all some. Let me give y'all some visuals. Because I know y'all tired of me talking. Let me give y'all some. Let me give y'all some. This is what they be doing up in there. Let's start right here. I got it quiet because they're playing some music in the background. Y'all, this is every day. Them cars. Every day. So little young boy owned them cars right there. Little 16-year-old boy owned about 4 or 5 of them cars. All of them cars right there. 16. Can't even drive. He done pulled them up there to show out. So they be stunned. Don't think our young guys on the one be stunned with whatever they got. Watch this. Hold up. I'm finna show you Monaco in a minute. Watch this. That's Lewis. That's how it's looking, y'all. That's how it is at night. Got plenty of that. That are Formula One cars. Man, what is it? That Toto Wolff. He's the head of Mercedes. You know they're going to have some good food. Trackside. Man said, but God, this ain't like Toyotas. Never, Chuck. Because there's not that many of them made. There's not many of them made. Some of them ain't made but 25 of them. So ain't not that many. Might look like there's a lot of them, but they ain't that many made. And you rolling around, and the track is right through the town, ladies and gentlemen. That's the hillside there. That was Lewis there. Lewis on his motorcycle. Lewis got a place there, by the way. Oh, yes. Y'all, I'm going to show y'all this, man. I don't never want y'all to say, well, man, I ain't never heard of that place. Oh, yes, your ass has. Hold up. And then let me show you how Lewis arrives. Because, he got a spot there. He got a boat there, and he got a place. This how he arrived to the race. This just lasted. This weekend, y'all. That's how he walked in. He said, Kim, you come later. I got to get there early, baby. That man came out there and took his cape off on y'all. Y'all think Lewis playing. Somebody gonna talk about Kim Kardashian. Man, Lewis Hamilton. Let me show you what they do at night. That's how it's lit up at night. Party on every boat. You just walk from party to party. That man said he thought he saw tracksuit Tony. Hold on. Watch it. Imagine being in your apartment, you overlooking the race. You can see the race from your apartment. Yeah, it's crazy. This thing is unbelievable, man. These folk living like this, y'all. Brandon, I'm just talking about Monaco. The Monaco Grand Prix this week. Lewis Hamilton and your homegirl done went over there and got everybody mad. Your homegirl Chris got all the wives and girlfriends of the Formula One players mad because she just showed up and shut the thing down. Watch this.
Yachts like these, which are worth 50-odd million US dollars, need a lot of work to prep for the 3 days that they'll have guests on board here. Catering crew are out there shopping at the moment. Deckhands are scrubbing and polishing, there's furniture being brought in, and you can multiply that by 150 super yachts. But where do they get their crew from? Well, they'll have a number on board already, but often they'll find people here on the jetties.
I'm holding my CV here, handing it out as much as I can. Hopefully someone wants me for the whole of the Grand Prix, or preferably the whole season.
And if a boat doesn't have anyone on board, they leave these baskets out for all the potential crew to leave their CVs in. One of the great things about being on these super yachts during Monaco GP week is the people watching. They go up and down here, particularly at night, and it's a cavalcade of people and some very interesting characters. I love it.
A great question. This is why I love Women Rock Wednesday. Because I got critical thinking women out there. Look what my girl asked. Watch, let me get my head out. Let me get myself out the way. She said, as far as the race goes, is there a difference from the one in Monaco and the one in Austin last year? The one in Austin really every year. It's annual. The race is the same. Monaco is different, and Monaco got grandfathered in because it's started in the 50s, 1950s. And the cars has gotten bigger, so the overtakes, you can't go around and take nobody. So if you in pole position, you probably gonna win. That means if you in first place, you probably gonna win. If qualify first, you probably gonna win because can't nobody pass you. Because the roads are so narrow, because the cars used to be so small and they can go around. So Monaco are still on their streets. In Austin, they got a special track just for Formula One or racing. In Vegas, now that's the one you need to go to too. Vegas, they race down and through, straight down the Bellagio, straight up under the what's that? The Cosmopolitan and around. They race on the street too. But this race is like this race is where, then you know they got the Monegasque. They got royalty over there. It's a king, it's a prince of Monaco and a princess of Monaco, right? Because it's a French province. So it's a unique place, but that's a great question. The racing is the same, but it's a prestigious event, but the drivers really don't like Monaco because it's hard, because you can't pass. If I'm behind, I'm going to stay behind the whole time. I'm just riding around and collecting my check. She said, what is the Grand Prix as the same thing as Formula One? The Grand Prix Formula One is the cars. The cars of Formula One. Grand Prix is just the name of the event. That's a good question, too. It's a great question. Great question. Let me see. What else I got? Great question. Any more? I like them. Did I clear it up for you? Because I can get it some. I can give you some more now. Hold up. Let's see. Watch this. Watch this. This man trying to show out, he got the Bugatti on the boat. He's stunning like his daddy. Y'all, I ain't through. Hold on. I'll go back to that one. Let me keep going. Monaco. Where my mother Monaco stuff at? I'll let you know.
Let's have a look around this amazing harbour where many of the yachts that I'm talking about today will sometimes be spotted. Now, the modern port was completed in 1926 and is a huge asset for this small principality. There are 760 berths spread around this marina. And remember, you book a full week, and what you pay depends on where your boat is situated and how big it is. These trackside berths are the most expensive though. An 89-metre boat will pay more than 150,000 euros for the 7 days. This runs from the Nouvelle Chicane down to
See how close
Tobac.
they are? You see, hold up. You see how they have to back up off the, see, most of the time when they're not racing, you can move those boats back up against that wall right there, and then you can hook up to their electricity and look up to their water and everything, right? But when the race for safety, you have to move 10 meters like they're doing to the right. You have to move the boats, and then they got underground. So scuba divers go up in the ground because they got underground hookups. So you can still be wired into it. I mean, it's amazing. Sonya, it's amazing. Y'all see what I'm saying? Because if one of those cars is hit and flip over over that wall, it can hurt somebody. So they farther back away from it. They didn't want to be too close to it. Because those some powerful Formula One cars, they going over 200 miles an hour, 250 miles an hour. So, and they're going around a corner. So that's why that, but what I found it unique, how the scuba divers gonna be up under the, hook you up from under the water, man. I mean, it's just amazing. I'm just glad to be
Most of these luxury yachts here are filled with corporates come the weekend, paying big dollars to be on board. And yes, you do get to see a section of the track, but more so, it's for the networking, it's for the fun and games, the partying, and then on a number of the boats, they have a different group come on at night for parties, particularly Friday and Saturday. Let's have a look around this amazing harbour where many...
But let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something. This gonna be my clincher. Why the billionaires flock to Monaco? Y'all finna be the smartest lady in this, and y'all smartest people in the nail shop. Watch this.
Why do billionaires love Monaco? Sure, it's got luxury yachts and fancy hotels, but the real reason? Monaco is one of the best places in the world to clean dirty money. Here's how it works. You just made $100 million from some questionable deals. You can't deposit that in a bank. Red flags everywhere. So instead, you send your associate to Monaco with the cash. He walks into a glamorous casino and sits at the poker table. Why poker? Because in poker, you play against other people, not the house. And every single person at that table, they're your people. Your associate loses hand after hand on purpose. His winnings go to your other guys at the table. The dirty money gets passed around until every dollar is transformed into clean, legitimate gambling winnings. But won't the casino track it? That's why you network with casino owners at exclusive yacht parties and private dinners. They wire your winnings straight to offshore accounts in Switzerland or the Cayman Islands, banks that never ask questions. And the best part? Monaco has zero income tax. Those gambling winnings? Completely tax-free. To the world, you're just a billionaire on vacation. But in reality, you just cleaned $100 million and nobody even noticed. Why do billionaires love Monaco? Sure, it's got luxury.
Hey, yo, this is why I love this show. So I can share stuff. I told y'all, when I get stuff like, I got to share with y'all. This stuff is unbelievable how these people do us. Are y'all following me? Watch this. I got something else for you. Y'all know I got something else for you. Watch this. Hold on. Yeah. Nobody asked me about the NBA PA Top 100, which is going on right now. It usually be a big thing because John Lucas used to be on it, and Jimmy used to talk about it because Jimmy used to be on there. Jimmy had been on there live from there, but they got a whole new regime now. I think Andre Iguodala took it over, and they got, and watch this. I don't remember them doing this. You said, I thought NASCAR Grand Prix in Chicago racing down Lakeshore. Yeah, that's different. That's different from NASCAR is different from this. This is different, dog. This NASCAR is mostly America. The F1 is around the world. NASCAR, hick-ass North Carolina, Daytona, and all that. This Formula One, world. One of these days, I'm gonna show y'all how they break them things down. How the hospitality, soon as the race is over, how they getting and flying all that stuff and drive. You know, cause a lot of this stuff is overseas, so I had to put them on boats. They had to put on boats and put it on planes. All this stuff. But Trey, this was going on at the Players Association. I don't remember this going on. Maybe they didn't publicize it back then. Watch this.
Sprint to it, yep. And then it gets played, right? Play into it. Here's what I want you guys to do. Some of you guys.
It's Kyrie Irving, y'all. And Phil Handy.
Remember, you're cutting the court in half because you got what? Another partner, right? And I want you guys to know the subject. Everybody's like, coach, how does he cover this? What do? Do basketball out. Any defender trying to reach behind, you won't be able to get it. Okay? But the pace, to change this pace, to use this signal. Okay? So your options is walking with the snake stance, all right? Down, same thing. Even if he plays off the pass, he can still cut back. Off. Yep, and then get snake if you want. Oh, good name. Okay. Right? Plays off the pass. Again, coach is waiting for it. Yep, hand off. Now he can play off the snake, get down the floor, and we're still getting to his spot in a minute. Any questions? Let's go. Let's go.
Hold up, y'all. Hold up, y'all. Hold up, y'all. I'm not done. Watch what Kyrie doing to these little boys, man. Hold on.
Chill.
Was that what was that? That was Bam Adebayo. What? Yeah. That was Bam. I don't know about y'all. I'm glad to see him back. I miss him. I really, really miss Kyrie. And then they show him this guy. Kyrie is just showing. He going against 4 NBA players and showing them young players how to do it with spacing. Watch this. These young boys learning from the master. They got him just trying to recognize what he can, teaching them kids how to recognize how he can play against the double team. Where to come. And what not to do it with pace. Do it with pace. 1 against 4. See, I got all 4 up. Look, got 2. Look at that. Come on, Kai. Love it. Y'all don't know about y'all. I missed that. Ain't nobody in the playoffs play like that. Why nobody in the playoffs play like that? Did y'all see somebody in the playoffs playing like that? Hold up, man. I had another one, Kyrie. did not put it. I didn't put it up there. God, he was speaking. I bring that up tomorrow. But that's what's going on in Rockville, South Carolina. Let me make sure I did everything that I needed to do. Make sure y'all got everything I wanted to give y'all. Yeah, I think I did. All right, what else? What else y'all got for these last 40 minutes? Anybody got something? The game is tonight now. Tonight is gonna be all right. The game is tonight. What Wimby gonna do? What Wimby gonna do, y'all? I'm trying to figure out. Y'all, he probably altered 12 shots and maybe 30 decisions by the Knicks the other night. Think they're terrified of him. They're yelling. What you said, Trey said they're doing U-turns all night long. I got a question for y'all, since y'all ain't got nothing for me. Do you think Wemby played dirty? Talk to me. Do y'all think Wemby played dirty? Let me know. Do y'all think Wemby played dirty? Nobody? You know, Sonya, I just don't understand. The last 3 years, Sonya, I've been hearing how the game plan against Wemby is to beat up on him and get physical. And teams did it, and he got 0 calls. Now he's fighting back, showing teams try it if you want to. And now people clutching their purse, talking about, he playing dirty. He smushed him in the back of the head. I think he played with a chip. Thank you, Brandon. That Brandon Nicholson, I miss Brandon. Girl, where you been? Sonya. Wemby been averaging 29 points in the finals, 59% true shooting percentage with 5 stocks. Everybody know what stocks is, right? Steals and blocks, stocks, 5 stocks. The Spurs are plus 10 when he is on the floor and minus 17 with him off. That game 2 late fiasco notwithstanding, because I blamed him. I got on his behind. He's putting together a nice first finals against a team that is constructed, watch this, to stress his weaknesses. I'm just thinking about it. Let me give y'all some stuff to looking for. I got some trending topics. We'll give y'all some stuff to look for tonight when you're watching the game. All right, let's see. We want to know, what is each team's biggest advantage entering the game tonight? Y'all gonna be the smartest people at your party tonight. So there's a few writers who are analyzing and the advantages the Spurs and the Knicks have ahead of Wednesday game. Game 4. Hey, let me tell y'all something. Game 4. Sonya, Brandy, Belinda, Game 4 tells you who the best team is. it will tell you who wins the series, but it doesn't mean the team that wins game 4 is the best team or the team that wins the series. I know I gave you an oxymoron. It just gives you a window into it. Game 4 is the last big adjustment. Game 1, adjust. Game 2, adjust. Game 3, adjust. Game 4. Game 4 is traditionally the last biggest adjustment, especially if you go back into the history of the finals. Magic Johnson's junior skyhook, when Kareem was out, that was game 4. Michael Jordan scoring 55 against the Suns in game 4. Steph against the Celtics, ate them up, game 4. SGA last year, 40 points. They were down 2-1 against the Pacers, game 4. Listen, this is the star game. Who is going to be game 4 guy tonight? It's usually the star game now. It's set up for Bronson and Victor. Is anybody listening to me? Or y'all just writing stuff down? Y'all taking notes? Is anybody listening to me? But I think the Spurs I want to make sure somebody listens before I get us. I got to think about this one for a minute before I say it. Is anybody there? Anybody there? Somebody say something. Give me a thumbs up. Give me something. Give me something. Let me know if anybody out there. Who else other than Thaddeus Moody? Watch this. Who else? Who else out there than Thad Moody? I like that. Who else out there? Brandon there? Brandon, why I'm finna give you something, Brandon?
Because if you listen to Stephen A. Smith and
Oh, no, I ain't gonna put that out there, Brandon. I ain't gonna put that. Brandon, watch this. My cousin, Belinda. I got my girls listening. I don't care. Fellas, I like y'all, but I love them. All right? Here we go. Leah. I don't think the Spurs care if Bronson has a big game. Anson Fowler, what's up, baby? I don't think the Spurs care if Bronson have a big game. I think they want Bronson to have a big game because it eliminates everybody else and leaves him standing alone. They don't mind if he's the one taking 25 to 28 shots. Long as Carl Anthony Town is not killing us, Mikal Bridges is not killing them, OG is not killing them. There's a strength in numbers element to this thing, where if you leave Jalen Brunson to his own devices, we can neutralize everybody else. The strategy in theory to beat the Knicks is to let Brunson singularly be the one who beat you. If you are a San Antonio guy, if you're a San Antonio person, that guy, that clutch player, the reason you are here, the MVP, the #1 favorite fan. Somebody talking about he can run for mayor. Number 11, if I'm a Spurs fan, I want Jalen Brunson to shoot all them damn balls. Make him do as much as possible because it limits everybody else because he's going to beat the air out that damn ball. The ball going to have a headache by the time he get through to it. You got to be, listen, in sports, in basketball especially, you got to be able to lose on your terms. Anybody heard that one before? Dad Moody. Anybody heard that one before? You got to be able to lose on your terms. If I'm going down Leah's Nash, it's going down the way I want it to go. Belinda, if I'm going down, I'm going to lose the way I want to lose. You got to be able to lose on your own terms. We all think there's an unacceptable way to lose. And the unacceptable way to lose is that everyone on the Knicks is killing them because you can't defend them. I can't lose like that. The acceptable way for me to lose is because the team is that good. You know what Jalen Brunson, you know who he is. He is the guy. But you're going to have to do it against Steph Castle and Dylan and Fasell, all these young, long-ass wings that are going to be in your face from the moment you pick that ball up. He is the one-shot creator. See, that's a fatiguing thing. And it has an accumulative effect over the course of the game. These guys in the NBA, they're ruthless. The Knicks are begging like Keith Sweat right now. The ref is on fire. The refs, they begging. Then, is there going to be a retaliation game against Wemby? Because Wemby mushed. Let me show y'all, in case y'all ain't watched it. Wemby mushed my man. Well, Wemby. He mushed him. Wemby mushed. Where'd I put that at? Oh, here we go. I think this is it. Let's see, Wemby. Let's try this. I done been there before. Get your little ass off me. Is it gonna be a retaliation game against Wemby? In this game tonight, you got to guard your yard. Brandon, tonight, I need you to guard Leah Nash. I don't want Leah Nash to do. You got to guard her. I ain't finna help you tonight because I'm finna guard my man and his ass ain't gonna score. I want you to feel like me. That's what I used to tell everybody. Y'all, my man ain't scoring nothing. I don't see players doing that no more. When I need to stop, he ain't scoring. Don't give me no help. Stay on your man. I got his ass. Ladies and gentlemen, in the last 2 years, when Karl Anthony Towns has averaged more than 4 assists in a game, The Knicks are 13-1 in the playoffs. And you got Jalen Brunson playing with it and dribbling it for 21 seconds. That's the key tonight. It's not about Cat getting 30 shots. It's about Towns being the hub of the offense. So it takes the pressure off Brunson to do everything for everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, my boy, y'all know who I love. Y'all know who I cheer for. Wemby have to be great tonight. He got to go in there and say, these people can't go. I need one of them 40 or 50 piece, 20 rebound nights. Like Rick said the other day. Slick Rick said this the other day. Said, I need him to have one of them 20 rebound nights. One of them 40-point nights. They can't guard me. Can Wemby dominate the night? It's a mental battle for both of these teams tonight. And I want y'all to watch it. I'm just giving y'all something to look at. It comes down to who you got. You got it? Who you got? Brandon, you got your man? Leah, you got your man? Brandon Weefo, you got your man? Brandon Weefo, I know you telling your son all of this. It's Victor Wembanyama, listen to me, versus Jalen Brunson tonight. This is the star game. The star games. Game 4 in the finals. Not the rest of them, in the finals. Who gonna be the man? Who gonna be the man? Y'all, I'm sitting up and thinking about it. I told y'all the other day. Told y'all just yesterday. Y'all went on here, Brandon. Brandon, you went over here. Anson on over here. One of the most beautiful things that I love about basketball is that every player, even the ones who have extreme advantages, 7 foot 5. LeBron, 6'9", 275. Extreme advantages have weaknesses that can be exploited. That's what I like about this game. That's why I love this game. Every player, I don't care who he is. Jalen Brunson got weaknesses that can be exploited. I would make him guard. I put him in every one-on-one against one of them little young dudes. Please put him on Dylan Harper. That's what I love about this game, man. It's a great, great game. And tonight is game 4. Who? And coaches, summer coaches, some of the event operators. This dude had to put this on today, and I'm gonna get out of here. I think I got an extra couple of, I got a minute. They told me the fake offer culture is real. It's no more steps. It's right now escalators are elevators. F the stairs. Unfortunately, this guy said, I don't do fake. If it's not a committable offer, do not expect it from Southern Assault. That's my man who runs Southern Assault up there. Ladies and gentlemen, and I ain't gonna stay on this with Sterling Creeks. I've been on the phone, on the 3-way, with somebody in this community. told this kid, man, you come over here with me, I'm going to get you 15 offers. I'm going to get you 10 offers. I'm going to get you 15. I wish I had never been on that phone call. Because I'll never, ever look at that guy again the same. Never. You ain't got no offers. Didn't have a coach call this boy. Thank God this boy had a Robert Hatter around him. And he picked up the phone and said, Mr. Hatter, I got an offer. I said, do me a favor. Call that coach back tomorrow and tell him you want to commit right now. You want to come up there this week or next week, or you want to come up there in the coming week because you see a big, good game you want to watch, football-wise. Coach never called the boy back, never called the parents back. So it was a fake offer. Gotta cut that out. But I'm out of here. I got to talk to y'all about this tomorrow, though. I got some more stuff. I just saw it and popped up on my screen. But I'll see y'all tomorrow. I got to go. Have fun. Have fun. Women Rock Wednesday. The women were great today. I just wish they can come and take over the show every day. But I'm out of here. I'll see y'all.